And good morning, folks. Well, a lot of people don't like conspiracy theories. Right now, I don't know where he went. Yeah, he's over there. I'm dog sitting today, and I only got one grocery run. It's first of the month, so it's really busy for me. I'm running around getting food, helping elderly and disabled people. I don't film them. Okay, I'm not a narcissist. I'm not one of those people that are kind of slow and you have to see what you're doing. Okay, right now everybody's asking me what's going on with the Georgia Guidestone. Well, I said somebody, one radical group or another. I know which one. Sons of Liberty. God, that's an old group. Have what's on the dark web and on the grapevine is some remaining members. It's an old group. Okay, Sons of Liberty started right after the Revolutionary War, and they want to continue the war. They wanted to make George Washington the king, but Washington was smart and told the officers no. Ever since, that group, Sons of Liberty, has been monkeying around with U.S. history. Like the War of 1812, there's supposed to be invasion of Canada. That's screwed up. And then, let's see, war with Mexico, the Civil War, because a lot of Sons of Liberty wanted to have a power shift. Okay, and this kept going on throughout from the 1700s to 1800s to 1900s. Their highest point was World War II, and they planned that one good. I swear to God, Sons of Liberty it's America first, screw everybody else. Okay, some of their, if you read the history of Sons of Liberty, they caused some really bad screw ups. Okay, ex-military, ex-industrial, you name it, they all have their fingers with the Sons of Liberty. They're like three of them were in the Majestic 12, and their big downfall was Vietnam. Like the M1, M1, not the M1 Grand. They wanted whatchamacallit, Springfield, but that didn't turn out too well. The big thing that they liked was they liked the M1, but they didn't like some of the things that was problematic with it. So they had Winchester, another group of, they had Sons of Liberty there to develop the T series and develop the M14 or M1A, the civilian versions, to solve their armament problem. And then Vietnam came, and then you had the other side trying to get rid of Sons of Liberty. Okay, this is from the dark web, and this is from Grapevine. It's conspiracy theory. These guys are geronactics. The oldest one is, I think, like 100, and the youngest one came from Vietnam. They're there in the 70s or 80s. Okay, these guys, after Korea, they tried to do a lot of weird things, and they thought they could cakewalk through Vietnam up to China and stuff. Man, they really screwed up on that one. Okay. Another thing was other forces were in play, and these forces are fighting everybody. Could be the Boy Scouts, could be the water department, garbage department. Doesn't matter. These groups are always fighting each other. It makes the Illuminati look like, or the Blumenberg group, like a joke. There's 1,000 of them. They never get their act together. Right now, I'm having a light snack of jam and buttered toast. I have my coffee. Yeah, like I said, it's one of those groups, so I don't really pay attention unless it affects me. Okay? These guys are nuts. They're old and nuts. They probably had their grandsons or or younger followers try to blow it up. Sons of Liberty are mostly active on the East Coast South, the Southeast, and the Northeast. That's the corridor. Not so good in Florida. Right now, CCP and also NWO and also Russia and a few other players, they don't like Sons of Liberty, so they're trying to get rid of them as fast as they can. See Killer Elite. I keep telling people watch that movie this coming up weekend on TNT. So anyway, they blew up or damaged one part of the Georgia Guidestones. It's fine. They'll just rebuild it and add a few other phrases to it. But like I said, folks, nothing to panic about. Now, what you should be worried about is Pennsylvania with Jim Kearney. He wants total gun ban to remove all guns from people. How about, you know which side he's working on? So let's, like Canada, we'll have right here. Because Mayor of Philadelphia is one of these guys, Jim Kearney. All right? And if you don't understand that, and he's a Democrat, a lot of the blue states are going against the Constitution. If you watch Cold War Prepper, like me, he's a constitutionalist, and they're going against the Constitution. The Democrats want to set up a secondary civil war. Unfortunately, we're going to stop that plan. It is not a civil war. It is a communist insurgency. Okay? Because they're not following the Constitution. Now, in the Civil War, both sides were following the Constitution. Just a lot of people didn't understand that. And Democrats at that time were following the old, pre-Constitution, Articles of Confederacy. Nobody ever reads history. So go check out old Cold War Prepper. Like I said, this is stuff that I know. It's conspiracy, it's dark web, it's grapevine. So do your own research. Okay? Their biggest statement was it could be another radical group. It's against globalism, which is a true factor, NWO. But NWO doesn't broadcast like the Georgia Guidestones. That's a different group, and we'll get into that later. Now, they wanted depopulation, but that also backfired like their green energy revolution, like the United States put in $5 trillion, and we're 84% still dependent on fossil fuels. They really screwed up on that one. If I was in charge and running the program, a lot of people wouldn't have a gasoline problem or fuel oil problem or pollution or plastic problem. Okay, they'll have another problem, mental fit or brainwashing or conditioning, but it wouldn't be like that. Now you got to remember, folks, a lot of you are puppets. Manchurian candidate. Good example, Illinois. Manchurian candidate. Still people don't understand that. Oh well, like I said, check out Cold War Prepper and American Prepper Girl. At least those guys are taking over. I'm retiring. I'm tired of all this. I've been doing 3 years. I had like 600 videos taken down by YouTube because you can't say that. That's the truth. People will be scared. Like Bushcraft family telling Chinese are buying bases all over America. Yes and no. I did this 3 years ago. They took it down. Juan and also TIF did that, and several Al Jazeera did that with 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. We all know this. Okay? China is not the only one buying bases like in Hawaii or Alaska or all over the West. Russia's doing the same thing in Florida, in Texas. Who's buying what around your military bases? And if you look at Fort Hood, that gives you a good example. It's like, I'm tired. I already know this stuff. A lot of people are still out in the woods, like, I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. Okay? I'm tired. Go do your research, do your facts, go Google, Bing, go on the web. All right? I'm tired. All right? I'm going to have a lunch, nice little lunch, and I got to do another grocery run with this elderly couple. Try to do something good for your area. I tell a lot of people, you see my list, print out that list and take it to somebody who needs it. Explain what's going on. If you're in the Northeast or East Coast, you should have either a bomb shelter, you should have wood or coal. Like in Pennsylvania, there's a lot of open coal seams that you can dig up, get a bag of coal, and burn it for the winter. Nobody really thinks of that. And you can buy coal on the internet. It's not hard. Do your research. Okay? Uncle Al cannot hold your hand and guide you through. I got pop pills again. Yeah, oh, that's that time. Okay, folks, I'll catch you later. I'll be seeing you. You have a nice day, and bye now.